Now, for client-side state management, understand that anytime we depend on being able to write our state management data to the client, we're going to have to use cookies. And this is going to be a very short video. I just want to use this to warn you about cookies. For some reason, cookies have been abused by a few companies, and they've used them to create data stores about users and sell that information to other sites. And then there's been sites that have basically hacked around the true use of cookies, and they've managed to get information they're not supposed to have and so forth. And for that reason, there was a flare-up in the press a few years ago, and it's like every time you turned on the television or the radio, you were hearing about cookies. And so what we've got now is users who barely know how to turn on the computer and load up AOL. Now they're using, and I'm not knocking AOL, it's a cool product, they've made it real easy, but still users who barely know how to use their computer know how to turn cookies off in their browser, because the press has pretty much convinced everybody that cookies will break into your house, steal your kids and dogs, and run away with your valuables and all that sort of thing. And it's really been exaggerated. But understand that you run a risk when you start doing state management on the client side, because people will turn these things off. They'll download shareware and strip them off. They'll set their browser where it won't use them. They'll download browsers that don't support them. There's just all kind of problems with cookies on the client side. Now, if you're in an intranet situation inside a company and you can dictate what browsers should be used, what settings are allowed on the browser, and thanks to Windows 2000 and group policy now, we can lock down the user desktop and so forth. In those cases, cookies are excellent because it's a much easier and it's pretty straightforward. So keep in mind, cookies can be your best friend or your worst enemy in this state management game. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. And in the next video, we're going to go a step further. And as we deal with state management, we're going to look at some of the tools that we can use. And in this next video, we're going to talk about the global ASAX file.